Hi guys, Freddy here. Welcome back to the desktop for another retro RPG. And this week I would like to present this, Rifts Underseas by Palladium Books, a 1995 sourcebook for Rifts, funnily enough, which details the oceans of the Rifts world, whereas most of the sourcebooks dealt with a certain faction or country within the Rifts world. This book deals the oceans. So introduces dolphin player characters and killer whale player characters, and brings back the United States Navy, a faction of which has survived the calamity of the opening of the rifts. And I don't know what it is. I've always been fascinated by oceans, and I love the source books, hence me covering Blue Planet before and other games. Absolutely fascinated by oceans. Perhaps it's because I'm from a coastal town, so the sea is always in my head. I don't feel natural unless the ocean is nearby. Or perhaps it's because my parents were both in the Navy. I have no idea. But enough of that, and on with the source book. Let's flip over to the back cover. So we've got an advert for Rifts Worldbook 2, Atlantis at the top. And the details here. Palladium Books presents Rifts Underseas. 10 O.C.C.s, occupational character classes, including Marines, Ocean Wizards, Sea Druids, Sea Inquisitors, and the Salvage Expert. 20 R.C.C.s, racial character classes, including the Whale Singer, Sea Titan, Amphib, Dolphins, Horune Pirates, Mutants, DBs, and others. Over 40 ocean magic spells, 20 whale songs, plus dolphin magic. Underwater bionics, power armor and weaponry. Submarines, submersible aircraft carriers, mini-subs, aircraft, robots, and more. Tritonia, the New Navy, and the Other Kingdoms, each with its unique history, technology, and O.C.C.s. The Lord of the Deep and his terrible minions. Morton Triax, Atlantis and other places. Gene Splicer Creations, Leyline Mutants, Deadpools, an entire world of adventure as strange and wondrous as any alien world awaits you in Rift Underseas. 216 pages, a supplement for Rifts RPG and Triax, compatible with the entire Palladium Books megaverse. And it's a nice sourcebook. Opening up, we instantly see some of the wonderful artwork that Palladium I adore. So we've got like a Kelpie here. Let's skip onwards. Lovely table of contents detailing everything we've got in here. The Mysteries of the Sea, Ponderings by Erin Tarn. I'm not sure I mentioned in my previous reviews, but Erin Tarn is a sort of historian, traveller, adventurer who all the Rift sourcebooks tend to go to as he travels through. So the sourcebooks are written as if they are his diaries while he travels the Rift's world exploring it. Ocean depth zones. So we can see the different areas of the ocean going down to the deep abyss of the sea. Twilight Ocean, aka Dim Waters, the Abyss, the Deep Ocean, Magic Triangles, the Dangers of Magic Triangles. I'm just trying to skip through the introductory sections. So dangers underwater. So we're really detailing the sea as a completely different environment. Deadpools are located at ley line nexus points, where two or more ley lines intersect. The nexus is most susceptible to random rift activity. At these locations, random rifts open frequently and send hundreds, even thousands, to a watery grave every year and amass an impressive amount of debris. Creatures of the deep. So we've got the Dragon Ray, a half-dragon, half-stingray. Giant octopus, killing a massive whale there. The Lorica Wraith, who reminds me of something out of StarCraft. I'm not sure how this times up with the release of StarCraft, but that looks more an alien monstrosity to me. Picasso Magic Fish. The Seymour. Different creatures and monsters to use. Tiger Sharks, Storm Riders, Zombers, aka the Silicon Sea Snake. The Stidgeron. Pronounced Stidgeron. Yep, I got it right first time. The Rural Eel People. Random creations of Gene Splicer monsters. The Lord of the Deep. An alien intelligence. Creatures from the deep. Now, all this stuff doesn't interest me too much. It's too fantastical and weird. I much prefer the stuff which is a bit more realistic. I am a bit of a post-apocalyptic fan, but I love the fact that we've got the dolphins here and killer whales as R.C.C.s. Whale singer spell songs. Ocean wizard. Again, a bit fantastic for my liking. The ideas of dolphins being intelligent enough to operate as characters in this environment, I really like. And we go into an entire section about dolphins and cetaceans. Dolphins and the human language. Dolphins' ability to speak in words. Then we've got the R.C.C. And we've got dolphin and orca power armor. Because obviously if the dolphins are acting as help, intelligent dogs, essentially, pets, but aids to underwater operating humans, well, the humans are going to equip them to be able to help, especially within the Rifts world where monsters have appeared. So we've got a set of power armor with sort of turbojet engines and a gun under the nose. And we've got various versions of that. The Man of War class, Dolphin Orca combat armor, with miniguns built into the side. The Sea Tiger class, Killer Whale combat armor. There it's got missile pods and miniguns. How to armor Killer Whale. Even gives it a cyber jaw. Unicorn Scout class, where it's like some kind of swordfish. We've got the Killer Whale R.C.C. So if you want to play a Killer Whale. Sperm Whale. Humpback Whale. Then we're on to Tritonia, where we've got Fishmen. Now this reminds me of the TV series Stingray, the Aquamphibians. Tritonian Scientists. We're on to Call of Cthulhu with the Fishmen, the deep ones. Blue-green laser rifles, because water stops lasers firing as far, so they've tuned laser rifles to be able to operate better underwater. And power armor, all of which looks lovely. I'm not sure about the practicality of having a cyber tail on your power armor to allow you to swim. Think engines would probably be far more efficient, but it's quite a cool concept. Underwater craft. Like scuba gear, so you put your head into it and you've got these big turbo thrust fan engines to propel you through the water at speed. I do like that idea. Another sort of armed one with a rear-facing turret. Nemo 2 and the New Navy, Defenders of Humankind. So this is a aircraft carrier from the United States, a submersible one. Captain Nemo 2, a terrible name. But they have adapted to living underwater. They've survived the apocalypse. All their sort of M160 assault rifles is an iron pulse rifle that was standard issue of the US Marines prior to the Great Cataclysm. M20 assault rifle. Got US Marine combat armor. Amphibious assault combat armor. Iwo Jima class MIFV Marine Infantry Fighting Vehicle. So hovercraft. The S-14 Seahawk VTOL jet fighters. Now all this seems fairly believable. Striker attack helicopter. Looks very much like the Russian Hind helicopter. Trident submersible carriers. So they're small submersible carriers that can be manufactured by the manufacturers at Salvation Base. Manta Ray, multi-environment attack ships. And we've got a Ticonderoga, a submersible aircraft carrier. So it's a massive submarine with an aircraft carrier platform on the top, and it can go underwater to hide from enemies, and it survived the cataclysm that way. The crew have evolved to living underwater and basically carry on the American values into the Rifts era. So, not like the Coalition who are humans only, these are about living up to the American dream and the ideals set forward in the Declaration of Independence and the Bill of Rights and all that American stuff. Sorry if I don't sound too convinced or too clued up on these terms, but I'm very British and I'm not American, so these are slightly foreign terms to me. But please forgive. So I've got the light environmental wetsuit, deep sea power armor, and these all look lovely. I can imagine these being used. I'm not sure about the usage of these blades on the back, but the armor looks very cool. Looks almost as super heroic. Mini subs, heavier armor. The Nautil civilization, who look a bit like Cthulhu. Nautil R.C.C.s, coral shapers, Krelok nomad R.C.C.s. So these are all alien species which live underwater and have moved through the rifts into Earth's oceans. Torpedo-powered armor, Deathbringer combat robot, Red Trident attack submarine, Leaper submersible fighter, Horune pirates, and their weapons and technology, and their sort of land shark drone. So different shark-like robots that they use. Horune dream ship. We've got Atlantis Undersea. So Kitani destroyer power armor, Kitani warfish power armor, Kitani war crab, Kitani war shark, the Splugorth sea skimmer, also known as the Ark, and that looks like a James Bond palace, if nothing else. They are extravagant, I suppose maybe like Jabba's desert skimmer, his floating palace thing, with the sails over the top, a palace type construction at the top, but armed. Splugorth Seafin. Top secret NGR military data, so we're onto the Triax stuff. I probably should cover Triax at some point, because they're supposed to be almost as high-tech as the Coalition, but a slightly different look at it from the New German Republic. So we've got various technology here. I love the look of that. Rifts always does the best overarmed combat. Missile launchers and pods and fans and guns and wings and everything. Totally over the top, but very, very cool. Transformable subs, so we're onto Transformers. Can turn into a giant robot. Oh, am I skipping 2 pages? No, I'm not. Really feels like there's 2 pages stuck together there. Attack subs. A beautiful catamaran interceptor. Escort battleship with a large ramming spike at the front. The NGR Poseidon. So its own aircraft carrier type submarine, which I really like the look of. It looks more high-tech than the Ticonderoga, but reminds me of the Carrier Command game back on the Amiga and ST in the early 90s. No, that'd be mid-80s. Oh, I'm getting older than I thought. Undersea skills, a sort of undersea station, and we're on to the adverts for the future stuff. So, Rifts RPG checklist, Nightspawn RPG, and Scrapers. And that's Rifts Underseas. Again, beautiful artwork. Palladium really outdoes themselves with design. It's a very, very cool game. It's a very, very cool add-on. One which I like a lot because I like the oceans and seafaring nations and the idea of all that. But I kind of recommend it, having a look at it. It adds a lot to a campaign, because without it, you're ignoring a large amount of the world. Anyway, as always, thank you very, very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. But most of all, you look after yourselves, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.